Hello Tech Genius, I am Ravi. Have you ever imagined a place where learning is as dynamic as the technology shaping your world? Then here's a deal. With iMatix, you can make sure the learning is exciting, impactful right from the beginning. You have interactive sessions with expert-led courses. In the world of tech, from data science to cloud computing, it's not just about a session, it's about doing, building, learning by solving real problems. So let's get started. Let's say we have two. Yesterday we fetched that authorization code token, right? Authorization code we fetched, right? Now when we are able to test our authentic application, now what we need to do is we need to extract the access token from the authorization code. This authorization code generally we use for different confidential clients such as any web application running on server, right? And then we exchange the authorization code for the access token we said to get the authorized access to protected sources, right? I show you the link, right, where we give the fetch the access token and give the access to protected resources, right? There now, we'll try to get the access token with the help of this authorization code. We'll use the postman for that one. Can you first create out the code again? Authorization code again. Can you run that yesterday command again to fetch the authorization code? Anything is fine, right? I mean something fine, any client here. And can you open the client as well once? Can you open the client as well? Client applications. Clients what to point to. And this one, open it. Scroll down. Can you do one thing, create a new client with the name my client? It's fine. We need to create a client secret as well. Go. Client, add go back. Guide. Give the client ID. Take M small, make him small. That's the standard. The client secret you can write ForgeRock. ForgeRock, all caps are small. You can give that is elected as BSP anything. Remember the ForgeRock spelling or awk. Score for RG or awk. Scope right here. And scroll down. Go to the next advanced page. Grant ID we have over here. That's fine. Save it. Now you can create the operation code with this new client. You just need to change the redirect URL and the client ID, Copy your fifth line. Copy your fifth line or change the client ID over there directly. Anything you can do. Change your client ID. My client. We need to just change your client name. Alice is everything. Open code to write client ID my client. That's it, right? And that's it. And now you need to and you would, anything would work. I copy this code. Copy the code where we are getting right. This one. Know the code in our browser. Up to where can I take? Will you beforehand? Correct. Open the notepad. We have to come back, but just copied once. That's one. And now got the postman. The line prevention, did it work? Type. This is you have created this. Not one of my friends used last time. With them, and today also I'm going to go to grant type time. You can create a new request. And right, and get both poster. Get a post. Post, it's fine. We're going to do the post. We need post. Create one thing, create a new separate collection. We will have a separate one. Go to the plus, this plus sign. Now we have all that about. Create a new blank collection. Right? The collection. Create a request on your that collection. Add a request. Click on add a request. It will open. Now we can get a ad, make it post. And give the name access token. Here we are not here. I'm just a new request name. I was in the above. You see the new request. You can change the name of the request or access token. Now we will fetch the access token with the help of the authorization code. Now this one. Copy URL. And I'm not fully copy it in a not full go back. I've been to a URL, copy that one. That I copy. Change the URL. Change the Rajiv means change that URL. You need to change the 898 to Rajiv. You can copy that. Can I paste it? And go to the authorization. Click this. Click the basic code. Basic authentication. Give the username and password for your client. My client name and the client's secret. My client secret means not code, right? The 40. No password will be 40. And go to come to the params. The first one, first parameter template. Here you need to write grant type authorization code. Grant type. Add grant type at key value and authorization code at grant type at key. Authorization code at value. Did you receive my message? My message about the copy paste is in second define key put code. Grant and score code. No, only code. What is value? The value that you copied into the north bank from the browser. And now go to now add the redirect URI. Third, URI. You put into URL. And I need a hyphen URI. URI. Hyphen, I'm saying slash URL. The one which we are using from other URL, right? Redirect URI is equal to easy liveness that you need to put. This is the one underscore. This is. And the easy liveness that you put in that yet URL, right? Yes, correct. From that. Can I give URL or? You need to give this URL from where which we get the code response type code. That same redirect URL you need to do. Up to this one is perfect. You can run it now once. Can I hit the send button? Provided access guarantees invalid X-ray, it's valid for very short period of time. You need to recreate that again. Which one? The same browser. URL, the same one. This one, right? You need to hit the URL. you will get the refresh new code. Can I refresh or can I close this one? Just go back to the get the that URL again from your notepad for the response type code. This one. Paste, that's a patient. The problem hit the browser, copy the code. Till for only. Copy into the notepad. Or copy directly into the code here as in go to better change the value of code. This one. It's sendable. You get that. This is token and this one is a different write. Well, that was the authorization code for the operation code. They'll get the authorization code. And then with the help of the authorization code, we fetch it's the authorization code, fetch the access token. Then this access token will pass to the protected resources for them. There's a two-step process for this. Resource owner authenticator to the authorization server and authorize the client to the access protected server, and then authorize the server validator authorization code and exchange it will give the access token. This access token we have created from this authorization code. Access token code. And if you want to see the client side this access token, go to that services once. Service. Now go to the services in the portal or to provider. Scroll down. Click the auto provider and then click the auto provider. Therefore, the data is created. And select that client side and access and refresh tokens. Say. Now hit that button again. You will see a different way. No, not here. We first hit the postman. I'm not sure the code is, but that's time. Do one thing first, get that new code, new authorization code, because it's valid, because it will be used only once. Whose date to get the access token? You need to fetch the new, or you're not using it. We'll keep it idle for a few minutes. It will also expire. That's why you're getting the message. Access token. This is a little different access token. Now it is my ID token. It contains some of the. From this one you can see the user's value that has been passing to the client. Now how you can check that this one. I'll go back and go to the web browser, right? In a web browser in Google, not here. Go to the Google page. Write the GUTO. Enter it. Scroll down. If you get this type of access token like EY, you can see the details of copy or access token from there. This one. Copy the access token that created in your post. complete, or just say the only value from EI to end. Open that and put it over here. Select it, select this one, and now paste your. If you go down, see it's contain all the. I'll show the scroll up, 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 scroll up. See, now see the details. It's from a user. This one user authenticated, and CTS is a stateless grant. See, the ISS is the redirect URL, and this is a ghost2. Token name is the access token. Subname is your username. Scroll down. Token type bearer. A grant type. This one my client. Grant is corporate authentication time, and this time you authenticated from this realm / scroll down. This will provide all the details of the access token. Whatever the present in the access token. This is a client-side access token that you can touch. And the main thing is you need to notice about this, which type token type. It's a bearer token. Bearer means hello. Means bearer token is like a type of SQL. It's one of the access tokens or format. Bearer token. This one, This one, or the small value also. Both are the bearer token. Access token that we used in our authentication protocol. This one is the bearer token, right? Because it's called there, because it's all that token value. It's gained access to the associated resources. That's what's called the kind of token, that access token. The nature of the token. That's like a long string of character that is used to authenticate. And we can encode it into like JWT. This is a JWT to the client when we click on the client side right and give us the JWT kind of a JSON web token. This is JSON web token. It provides this kind of these values, and these tokens are also stateless. Means server doesn't need to store session information about the token, means because token itself contains all the information about the server. These are also called stateless tokens. Now we have a test sheet, the one full flow, the authorization code grant right. We need to test other flows as well. We can keep sharing your screen and practice that. The difference about the other is the implicit grant right. If you go to the one, there's an implicit grant. That implicit grant is basically used for client-side browser-based applications, mobile applications that are used. Why this grant type is called implicit? Because the tokens that are returned directly to the client, the access token, will be returned directly to our client. In the previous one, we have to give the extra step to get the authorization code. And then that access to, and now when we use the implicit grant, we should receive the access token directly. We don't need to do that two-way step process from getting the code. And what you can do, you can create a new client. New client. Same, you have to first to do one thing is make that client side session is disable it again. This one make it disabled. This one client side. Use client-side access refresh token. Can I disable? Let me disable it, because if you disable it, once you disable it, you will get the access token like in string format. And now create a new client. Go to your applications, add client. 1 minute. 1 minute. Sorry, can I create a client? Leave any name, new client something. This is the implicit client. We will create inside it. We need to create a new client. We can work on open client as well, but let's create new client. New client. New client you can save. There's some reference purpose. I'm asking Prene. Can I use implicit? You can give implicit. Instead of new, you can write implicit client. Write and client secret. You can give anything. Instead of you with just 4 or small letters, you can give that. And the same thing, the same will work. Can I create? And then go to advanced. Advanced. Go to advanced. You need to give that grant type implicit code there. Save that. Save that. Now go to the URL. Where is the response? Type is equal to code. From browser directly, we will get the access to him. Can I hit the URL? No, you need to change the first. You need to change the response type. Now go back to the client as well. I'll show you one thing. This implicitly for authorization code. Go back to your card. If you see the authorization. Authorization grant type, authorization code write. For this, one response type is code we use write. The grant type implicit for this response type is token. Token over there. Right. Now go back. And now for this one, change to a copy that one. In my client place, implicit claim. Hide the implicit client. Correct. And scope equal to write. That's it, right? And response type equal to token. I see here, right? Can I close this URL? And then he can close that. See, you got the access token over here too. You don't need to go through the authorization code and then get the access to do simply say to that purpose simply, but you can directly get the access token. Most of the scenarios they are using the authorization code only, right? Which one? Most of the scenarios in real time, they will use only other code grant type only. Most of the scene I've seen that you use authorization code and then the access token. They try to do it two-way just to make sure. But it's depend upon the client to client, which is the kind of authorization they want, right? Which grant flow they want. It declined to tell us. How there? If you are using mobile application, then you have to use implicit token, right? If you want to any other thing authorized to that, this authorization code will not work for the mobile applications. To authorize the mobile application, but for that you have to use implicit token. There is also some limitations for each or the grant flow, right? What each grant flow? Basically, for most of the web applications, they use authorization code, but if they want to use the mobile application, they use the implicit flow, right? But there could be. We can use these both flows simultaneously as well, right? Can we test the scenario in Postman? Which one? This one, token, access token. You can fetch the same thing from access token as well. You can do that. But you'll get the access token. You can do that. You need to give but this one will be a little bigger because here you need to give the URL cookie details as well. My planned directory, if you want to try, you can try it on to try to take time because it will be the same whatever you do on the browser, right? That same the postman command you have to write. It will have the cookie data and everything. Is it required? You will go otherwise? They can try it on your free time. It's fine. I don't actually how. I'll give you the on having. Let me give you an example. Can you copy it from here? Can you copy it from this group chat? Like this one it would be. I copied one. Did you receive the message right? Yes, it's not a copy here actually. You're not able to copy it. I'm unable to copy this one. Is there any settings we need to change? what they're doing. How can I copy messages here? If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.